Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for national anthems. National anthems of the Republic of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya.
Indonesia tanah airku, tanah tumpah darahku. Di sanalah aku berdiri, jadi panggung hidupku. Indonesia kebangsaanku, bangsa dan tanah airku. Marilah kita bersatu, Indonesia bersatu. Hiduplah tanahku, hiduplah negeriku, bangsaku, rakyatku semuanya. Bangunlah jiwanya, bangunlah badannya, untuk Indonesia Raya.
National Anthem of Turkey, Istiklal Marsi.
Turkish Aerospace Indonesia, as an affiliated company of Turkish Aerospace Industries, is a technological center in design, development, manufacture, modernization, and after-sales support, along with aerospace system integration. Turkish Aerospace Indonesia is located in the city of Bandung, West Java. Powered by experienced engineers, Turkish Aerospace Indonesia will become the center for aerospace reference and excellency. Iman Taqwa, solidified as the core value of Turkish Aerospace Indonesia. Turkish Aerospace Indonesia is continuously upgrading and expanding its collaborative ecosystem with local scholars. On the other hand, Turkish Aerospace Indonesia is constantly consolidating and collaboratively upgrading with the local ecosystem. Turkish Aerospace Indonesia, together with ASSI, share the experience in finding new opportunities. A continuous collaboration is being done with the INACOM to develop and grow the ecosystem of aircraft manufacturing in Indonesia. Turkish Aerospace Indonesia is aiming to earn the AS9100 and ISO 9001 certifications to ensure customer trust and satisfaction. Now, Turkish Aerospace Indonesia is expanding its portfolio through more engineering developments. Develop, grow, and empower your future with Turkish Aerospace Indonesia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Merhaba, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Welcome to the official launch of Turkish Aerospace Indonesia. It is an honor for me to welcome each and every one of you on this special occasion. I'm Sharifah Rahma and I will be your host for today's event. We are truly honored to have you all join us today as we celebrate this significant partnership between two countries. Ladies and gentlemen, this event is not only about collaboration, but also about building stronger connection and sharing joy and achievements between Indonesia and Turkey, a partnership that will shape the future of aerospace for both nations. Before we start, I would like to extend a warm welcome to His Excellency Professor Dr. Haluk Görgün as the President of the Defense Industry Agency of Turkey. His Excellency Pahala Nugraha Mansuri, Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Dr. Mehmet Demirolu, CEO of Turkish Aerospace, Professor Dr. Talip Küçükcan, Ambassador of Turkey to the Republic of Indonesia, Mr. Ahmad Rizal Purnama, Indonesia Embassy for Turkey, Mr. Adi Afiantoro, Managing Director of PT Turkish Aerospace Indonesia, Profesor Dr. Attila Doan, Executive Vice President Aircraft, Mr. Jeki Wijanarko, Board of Director of PT Turkish Aerospace Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. To formally commence this afternoon's proceeding, we will begin with welcoming remarks from Mr. Adi Afiantoro as Managing Director of PT Turkish Aerospace Indonesia. We kindly invite Mr. Adi Afiantoro to come forward and deliver his speech. The stage is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On this happy occasion, I would like to thank you, His Excellency, Honorable Mr. Presidency of Defense Industry Turkey, Mr. Haluk Görgün, Honorable Indonesia Vice Minister Foreign Affairs, Mr. Pahala Mansuri, Honorable Indonesia Ambassador for Turkey, Mr. Ahmad Rizal Purnama, Honorable Turkish Ambassador for Indonesia, Mr. Talip Küçükcan, Honorable CEO of Turkish Aerospace, Mr. Mehmet Demirolu, Honorable Turkish Aerospace Executive Vice President, Mr. Attila Dogan, Turkish Aerospace Indonesia Board Directors, Mr. Mesut Yilmaz and Mr. Jeki Wijanarko, Mr. Samiadi and BRI team, Ibu Retno from Bank Mandiri and management team, and to all honorable guests that I cannot mention one by one, senior leadership team, all members of Turkish Aerospace Indonesia who present here and watch streaming in Istanbul and in Ankara, ladies and gentlemen, partners and dear friends who have gathered here graced to inauguration of PT Turkish Aerospace Indonesia. Today, I extend a warm welcome and heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for dedicating your valuable time to support and share our joyful occasion. With this spirit of collaboration between Turkey and Indonesia, today I am incredibly delighted and proud to introduce to you that since October 22nd, starting in Bandung Technopark, until we here in Menara BRI, we have formed engineering consultancy, as well as engineering design and analysis work packages. This is a small achievement in our journey of growth. Now we have 60 employees, and 27 of them are working in Turkey at the moment. And within this, with passion in the mission to build a robust business, we have overcome challenges to hardship arrive in this momentous day. PT Turkish Aerospace Indonesia committed to delivering the finest product and services to Turkish Aerospace. With an experienced and dedicated team, we are devoted to listening our customer feedback, constantly improving and enhancing our service quality. This forms the foundation for us to build sustainable and trustworthy relationship with our esteemed partners. And PT Turkish Aerospace, we are confident to build an ecosystem that support and improve both country economic and its workforce. And finally, let us praise our dua to celebrate this occasion. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all. I hope that we'll continue to share incredible success, and together we shape the brighter future, inshallah. Thank you very much. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much. Very appreciated, Mr. Adi Aviantoro. And ladies and gentlemen, as we delve deeper to the possibilities of this partnership, we are pleased to hear next from Dr. Mehmet Demirolu as CEO of Turkish Aerospace. The stage is yours.
Mr. President, Mr. Deputy Minister, Mr. Ambassador, distinguished guests, colleagues and friends. Selamat siang dan selamat datang. It's a great honor for me to stand in front of you today as we celebrate a significant milestone in the journey of Turkish Aerospace. Today we are officially marking a date of opening our office here in Indonesia, where it's a country with a rich heritage, dynamic growth, tremendous experience in aerospace, and a future full of promises. This moment is not just opening a space, it's creating a partnership, starting a future together. It's creating a bridge between two nations, two countries, and collaboration in aerospace industries. TUSAŞ, since its inception, is aimed to grow in innovation, in product development, in aerospace. We have, in 50 years, we have achieved so many milestones. We work with OEMs. We created our own platforms in fixed wings, in helicopters, in space, in UAVs, in many areas. And we want to continue this journey with you, with Indonesian partners here, because our future brings us together. Our leadership tells us that we have to work together. And with the tremendous experience that Indonesia has in aviation industry, I believe we have very huge potential to work together on the projects that serves both countries. We are here in this country not just for business. We are here to create a partnership, to cherish the growth of both industries, and we will do our best as Turkish Aerospace to make sure that that goal is not faded away. That goal is achieved, if not next year, 5 years in a row later, or 10 years later. But we will do our best to make sure that We will work together, we will walk together, and we will achieve that goal, inshallah, as soon as possible. I really thank for my colleagues, for our officials, government officials in Indonesia, government officials in Turkey, to make sure that enabled this very moment, that they guide us, they helped us, they directed us, so that we established this office, we established this bridge between countries, and we will continue working in that goal. Thank you very much, and terima kasih.
Thank you once again, Dr. Mehmet Demirolu. And ladies and gentlemen, next we would like to invite Professor Dr. Talip Küçükcan as Ambassador of Turkey to the Republic of Indonesia to come forward and deliver his speech. The stage is yours.
Your Excellency, Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of Indonesia, Mr. President, Mr. Ambassador, Mr. CEO, all the guests, welcome to Turkish Aerospace Indonesia, the opening ceremony. Today I am very, very happy as an ambassador to see a new milestone in the bilateral relations between Turkey and Indonesia. While generally speaking, the conventional diplomacy is undertaken by the diplomats, by the Minister of Foreign Affairs. But over the last decades, we see that there is a different pattern now developing in the bilateral relations and diplomacy. Non-state actors, transnational organizations, NGOs, technology, businessmen, and many other actors and agencies are now entering into the game, I would say. In one sense, it is quite welcoming because they take some responsibility from us. They actually contribute to our work. And I think the business, industry, technological, exchanges between Indonesia and Turkey now are increasing, and that will help to improve and consolidate the relations that we have. Turkish-Indonesian relations have a long history. I do not want to cite the 16th and 17th centuries history, but recently we have established very strong connections between Turkey and Indonesia as two nation states. And in 2022, in Bali, Turkey and Indonesia actually have established a new mechanism of high relations, commissions relations. That means Turkey and Indonesia will come together under the leadership of presidents in the future, and this, mechanism will start. And also we have 2+2 recently a project, which is the foreign ministers and defense ministers will come together over the years to discuss the relations between us. And I think the establishment of Turkish Aerospace Indonesia opens a new chapter in our relationships, especially in the industry, because what we see that both countries have a lot of experience in that field, and this has actually implications for the future relations, because this is part of our Turkish defense industry, and I believe that as an ecosystem, the relations between Turkey and Indonesia will improve in the future. Mr. President is here, and I'm sure that he will have more explanation about the wider relations between Turkey and Indonesia in terms of defense areas. But as an ambassador of Turkey today, I am quite happy that now we are achieving a huge success by launching officially Turkish Aerospace Indonesia here in Bandung, which is one of the beautiful cities in Indonesia. I believe that a success story of such kind will be a good example for other Turkish companies who would like to come to Indonesia and invest here. We have already seen some good examples of investment, and I think this will open a new chapter again. In this context, I would like to thank all Indonesian authorities for facilitating the establishment of such a good company here, and I think this will contribute to the technological transfer, training of people, and also exchange of technological innovation between our countries. Already we have got good relations in terms of educational activities, university contact, and in all other areas. But I think technology is one of the key bridge between our countries. I hope and believe and also pray that this initiative will be a very successful one in the future. And also I would like to thank Indonesian friends and brothers who are now leading the company here. And again, thank you very much for hosting us here today. We will continue our conversation for the development of our relations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Talib Kujukjan. And ladies and gentlemen, next with our series of remarks, we now invite Mr. Pahala Nugraha Mansuri as Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia.
His Excellency Professor Haluk Gorgun, Ambassador Rizal, Ambassador Talib, Mr. CEO, Pak Mehmet, all of the excellencies, guests, ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon. First of all, I would like to say that I'm actually very pleased. It is actually a pleasure for me to actually be able to attend today's event, which is actually the official launch of Turkish Aerospace Indonesia. And this is actually what we believe is a very important and not only historic moment for the Indonesia and Turkey relationship. I was just coming back from my trip, and I was actually just meeting Professor Haluk in Türkiye about not more than 10 days ago. And it was like a dream for me to actually meet you again, but now not in Ankara, but now in Bandung. So thank you very much, Professor Haluk, for being able and really spending time to be able to actually come and visit Indonesia. I'm hoping that you are actually going to be able to have very fruitful discussions and also visits in Indonesia, as was mentioned by Ambassador Talib just now. In the year of 2022, Indonesia and Turkey, amongst the leaders, have already agreed that we are actually going to launch a new mechanism, which is actually a high-level coordination council between Indonesia and Turkey. And the objective is really how are we going to be able to elevate the relationship between Indonesia and Turkey to a more strategic level. I think Indonesia and Turkey has already had a very good relationship in the past, but I think how are we going to be able to continue to develop and to make sure that we have a very good relationship, and not only very good relationship, but also very strategic one. And I think both countries, we are actually middle powers. We are actually one of the largest Muslim countries. We are sharing a lot of values. I think Professor Haluk just now mentioned about the colors of our flags, which is actually red and white, very similar. But not only that, we share many, many values. I think even today, amongst the Turkish aviation industry, or TUSAS, they have a value called Iman Taqwa. Amongst the Indonesian SOEs, they have a value called Akhlak. Akhlak, which is actually amanah, very similar also to the TUSAS value, amanah, competency, loyalty, and also how are we going to be able to collaborate. So very, very similar values among not only the two countries, but I think one of the key areas that we hope are going to actually allow us to develop a deeper and more strategic relationship between the two countries, we actually believe it is going to be within the defense industry. So having a very close defense industry, and I think amongst the meeting and also amongst the things that was already discussed, is not only about how are we going to be able to have a relationship of procuring defense equipments from the Turkish defense industry, but I think we need to actually develop a much more deeper relationship and much more strategic relationship to be able to develop the ecosystem of the defense industry between Indonesia and Turkey. And in that regards, I also welcome the cooperation of TUSAS Indonesia to many of the defense industry in Indonesia. But not only that, I think during the video and also during the discussion, also there was already going to start a conversation about how are we going to be able to develop research, collaboration, and internship amongst between the TUSAS with Telkom Indonesia and Telkom University. These are really a concrete manifestation of how are we going to be able to develop a much more deeper relationship between Indonesia and Turkey defense industry, and in particular between TUSAS and Turkish Aerospace Indonesia with the whole ecosystem of the defense industry in Indonesia. This is also in keeping of the upcoming celebration. Next year, Indonesia and Turkey is going to celebrate 75th anniversary of Indonesia and Turkey diplomatic relationships. And we hope that this will actually be one of the milestones, but we hope that this will actually continue to be one of the many of the relationship between Indonesia and Turkey defense industry and different defense company. And so to close, I would like to again congratulate TUSAS for this launching of TUSAS ID. I hope our cooperation will continue to flourish and continue to deepen and continue to grow in the future. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Mr. Pahala Nugraha Mansuri, as a Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of Republic of Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, we are deeply grateful to our esteemed speakers for their insightful contributions. And ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude the speeches, we will hear the final remarks. We respectfully invite Professor Dr. Haluk Gorgun as the Secretary of Defense Industry Agency of Turkey to deliver the speech.
Esselamu Aleyküm ve Rahmetullah ve Berekatüh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear respected Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs of Indonesia, dear ambassadors, dear honorable members, dear executives of the companies, and esteemed guests and the press members and ladies and gentlemen. Today we gather here in vibrant city in Bandung, a key hub for engineering and aviation in defense industries also, to celebrate the great opening of Turkish Aerospace new office. I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for being part of this significant occasion. And going through before, I would like to thank to the speakers before myself on the stage. They touch based on many things, that how the important that being here and working here and collaborating for not for today, not for the defense industry itself, for the technology. And as his distinguished Deputy Minister mentioned that, so His Excellency was here in Türkiye just 10 days ago. Before that, His Excellency President-elect was in Türkiye. We have been very good discussion in both visits, and here today we are in the grand opening of this official opening of this engineering center. That we even, I would like to add that since we are here on Sunday for this occasion, it shows that how we both enthusiastic about. We don't have time to lose. We have to not walk, to run for our future, for kids, even for not for in Indonesia and Turkey, but also the whole Muslims, inshallah, so that we have been, if we are stronger, so the word of meaning of in Islam is peace. As much as we are stronger, so therefore we will work for more peace, inshallah. Actually, I would like to add some in defense industry development in Turkey. As you know, the Turkish Aerospace is not only with the cornerstone of defense, one of the defense industries in Turkey, but also very good company in the world for aerospace, which is listed in first 50 lately in the top 100 defense companies in all around the world. So there are many programs. Of course, with the 60 members of this office here, of which are 49, as I am informed, that the engineers will grow for more products. They were started working with the Hürjet program, right? But today, later on, we will be actually witnessing more programs to be continuing with the tangible equipments that TUSAŞ have. Actually, those are the steps that we are supposed to have, so that we could be building for the next generation products, for indigenous generation products for Indonesia too. So Alhamdulillah, with the capacity that we have, and I was asking for my colleagues that how is it going so far. So they are very, very happy. They are very satisfied with the engineering and the office here. Inshallah, as I mentioned, for the next generation fighter jets, for the next generation helicopters, for the next generation any equipment that TUSAŞ is responsible for, inshallah, will be routed from here in this office. And our President Erdogan had a motivation for us for the great Türkiye. And with his motivation, of course, we have the responsibility in defense industries to be as much as in indigenous design and indigenous product. And we have lately, alhamdulillah, 80% of local ingredient in any platforms that we have. And with the vision of President-elect, His Excellency, and also he is very in on the local capacity as much as for the platform base and for collaboration for indigenous platforms and the functional systems, subsystems for Indonesia. So which actually brings us for our strengths and powers together, so that the responsibility for us to, inshallah, work more collaboratively and more and more. So before ending my speech, I would like to thank to who contributed from the beginning, the earlier executives, earlier leaders from both sides to settle it up, and then we are officially opening this, and inshallah we will make it for further stages. And the Turkish companies, not just in TUSAŞ and Turkish Aerospace, and the others, those are backbones of the defense industry in Turkey, will be joining in programs, in platforms, in products with the local partners, with different companies, inshallah, here in Indonesia, so that, as I indicated, there will be in some time in next generation products will be rooted, inshallah. So thank you very much who contributes for this, and I thank to His Excellency for being us for today, and inshallah it will bring higher and barakah for both nations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Haluk Gorgun. Please kindly remain on stage as we're going to proceed, and we will witness the symbolic moment as we strike the virtual gong session to officially mark the official launch of Turkish Aerospace Indonesia today. And now we would like to invite Professor Dr. Haluk Gorgun as the Secretary of Defense Industry Agency of Turkey to join us, to lead us in this symbolic act marking the beginnings of new era for the collaboration. Just messing the gong virtually. Okay, now I will conduct in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the official launch of Turkish Aerospace Indonesia. And once again, please remain on stage, sir, as we're going to proceed to the next session. We're going to proceed to the signing session. So the first signing session is the sign-off inscription, which will be conducted by Professor Dr. Haluk Gorgun once again. And I would like to invite Dr. Mehmet Demiroglu as CEO of Turkish Aerospace. And we would like to invite Professor Dr. Attila Doan as Executive Vice President Aircrafts. And to witness this, we would like to invite Mr. Pahala Nugraha Mansuri as the Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. So the first one who will sign the inscription is Professor Dr. Haluk Gorgun as the Secretary of the Defense Industry Agency of Turkey. Witnessed by Mr. Pahala. Okay. It's done. Signed by Professor Dr. Haluk Gorgun. Please give a round of applause. And the second one will be signed by Dr. Mehmet Demiroglu as the CEO of Turkish Aerospace. 2 done. Give round of applause once again. And the last one is for Professor Dr. Attila Doan as the Executive Vice President Aircrafts. And once again witnessed by Mr. Pahala Nugraha Mansuri as the Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. Please give a round of applause once again. And please kindly remain on stage as we're going to proceed to the next one is the sign-off of working contract, which will be conducted by, I would like to invite here Mr. Jeki Wijanarko as the Engineering Director of PT Turkish Aerospace Indonesia and Mr. Adi Aviantoro as Managing Director of PT Turkish Aerospace Indonesia to sign the contract. So the contract will be signed by Professor Dr. Attila Doan and Dr. Mehmet Demiroglu and Mr. Jeki Wijanarko and also Mr. Adi Aviantoro, witnessed by Professor Dr. Haluk Gorgun and Mr. Pahala Nugraha Mansuri. So please proceed, sir. Once again, today we're celebrating this significant partnership between two countries. Once again, it's not about just collaboration, but also building a stronger connection between Indonesia and Turkey. And the next one. Okay, and exchange document. Once again, witnessed by Professor Dr. Haluk Gorgun as the Secretary of the Defense Industry Agency of Turkey and Mr. Pahala Nugraha Mansuri as Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of Republic of Indonesia. So that has been signed. So please move forward in front of the tables. Please, couple steps ahead. As we're going to proceed to the next session is the token of appreciation exchange. So the first one, there will be the souvenir or token of appreciation. It's named Kujang, which will be given by Mr. Adi Aviantoro as Managing Director of PT Turkish Aerospace Indonesia to Professor Dr. Haluk Gorgun as the Secretary of the Defense Industry Agency of Turkey. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do the token of appreciation exchange. The first one is Kujang. So kujang is a traditional weapon of the Sundanese people. It's a tool that reflects sharpness and critical thinking in life, which also symbolizing strength and courage to protect rights and truth. Please take a moment of this. Okay, and next we're going to proceed to the next one is the token of appreciation from Dr. Mehmet Demirolu as the CEO of Turkish Aerospace to Mr. Pahala Nugraha Mansuri as the Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. So it's an aircraft now. Okay. Thank you so much. Once again, please give a round of applause. Thank you to all of you. Now please proceed to your seat. You may please be seated. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please rise to ensure that today's event bring blessings and positive outcomes. Let us join in a prayer led by Ustadz Faris BQ. So please rise as we're going to praise. And once again, let us join in a prayer led by Ustadz Faris.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I was asked to greet you all in English, but my second language is Turkish. Sayın Türkiye Cumhuriyeti Savunma Sanayi Başkanı Profesör Dr. Haluk Gurgun ve değerli heyetleri, Sayın Dr. Mehmet ve değerli TUSAŞ heyetleri, Sayın Türkiye Cumhuriyeti Büyük Elçisi Profesör Dr. Talip Küçükcan, Bapak Wakil Menteri Luar Negeri Pahala Nugraha Mansuri, Bapak Ahmad Rizal Purnama, Dubes RI di Ankara. Bu duaya hükümet teklifi geldikten sonra büyük bir heyecanla Jakarta'dan Bandung'a kadar yaklaşık 200 kilometrelik yolculuk yaptım. İçimden hemen bu özel töreninde Türkiye'nin bana gösterdiği ve verdiği iyilik karşılığını vermem için en güzel bir fırsat olabilir. Türkiye'de 4 yıl boyunca Ankara Üniversitesi'nin doktora öğrencisi olarak kaldım. Birçok şey öğrendim. Türkiye'deki insanlar gerçekten çok sıcakkanlı ve yardımsever. Burada siz varken Türkiye'ye en içten ve en samimi teşekkürler dile getirmek istiyorum. Her neyse çok oyanlamadan birlikte dua edelim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Allahümme salli ala Muhammed ve ala ali Muhammed. Ya Rabbana lekel hamdu kema yenbaghi li celali vecihika ve azimi sultanik. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. Kami berkumpul di ruangan ini memohon ridha dan petunjukmu. Meminta kekuatan dan keberkahan darimu, sebab tiada kekuatan dan daya upaya kecuali darimu. Ya Allah, jadikan apa yang kami lakukan ini bermanfaat bagi kami, bagi kedua negara yang bersaudara dan bersahabat dengan tulus, saling menguatkan dan mendukung bagi kemuliaan masing-masing bangsa dan negara kami. Allah'ım İslam'a ve Müslümanlara özellikle Türkiye'ye ve Endonezya'ya yardım eyle. İki değerli vatanımızı ve milletimizi her türlü tehlikeden koru. Bu iki güzel ülke arasındaki işbirliğine bereket verin. İki ülkenin arasındaki iyi ilişkileri sürdürmeye devam edin. Allahümme ceal Endonezya ve Türkiye fi amanika ve zamanika ve ihsanik ve kavvi al-alaka al-akhawiyyah beynel beledeyni ve şa'beyni şakikayn. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.